Hi guys, welcome back to the UK and Ireland tour. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have a Champions League tie for you. We are against FC Basel in the League Path playoff. I'm not entirely sure quite how this works. If we lose this, I think we drop into the Europa League. But obviously, if we win, then we go forward into the main part of the Champions League. Since you were last with us, we've improved very much in the last few matches, but after that defeat to Celtic, which you saw in the last episode, we lost 2-0 at home to SK Rapid, the Austrian Premier League side. I mean, they had a couple of shots on target and scored them both, and we dominated. We absolutely dominated them, but we could not find the back of the net. It was a very frustrating day, but we managed to turn it around in the second leg by winning 3-0 thanks to a goal in extra time by Max Johnston. We won 4-0 away against St Johnstone in the middle of that, and a 5-2 win at home against Dundee United in the Viaplay Cup. So we're starting to turn things around a little bit, and we are looking a little bit extravagant when it comes to tactics. Um, it's something that I've not tried before, but this is how we're setting up. So we're packing out the midfield. We have got the options in there. We've just got the one striker, um, and we've got a back three. So Rawdon, Boulay, and Morrison are in as the back three. Boulay is as the covering defender, so he will drop back a little bit more. He hasn't got the height to really aerially challenge, but he has got the tackling ability. So hopefully in that role, that will help. Vargas is there as an anchor in that midfield, so he is there to disrupt the play with Diot as a ball-winning midfielder to then distribute the easy pass. Guay is in there as an advanced playmaker. Montano and Labe are out wide with Diamande in behind Santa Maria. Um, there's been no other new signings. We're trying to offload one or two, but again, not a lot has happened really. Vasquez and Albanese are currently out injured, which is a bit of a shame. And Theo Torre and Selemin did not make the Champions League squad. It's been very difficult to sort out the squad, but we've not had any repercussions from any of the players in relation to the fact that they're not particularly causing any problems about it. So we've obviously made the right decisions, and hopefully we can do well today. Basel, very good side based in Switzerland. Obviously, Red Bull Salzburg have been more of a dominant force. Um, I'm in the wrong country, aren't I? Switzerland. Young Boys, that's the one. Yeah, Salzburg, of course, are in Austria, aren't they? Young Boys, more the dominant side in Austria, but Basel used to be very, very resilient in that league, and they used to win quite often. So, you know, this is going to be a very tough tie, I think. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get off to a good start. And even if we can keep it tight, it is the away leg. I do fancy us at home, despite obviously how it happened in the previous round. But again, we're very much capable, I think, and the squad is gradually getting used to this system. Yes, we'll probably get caught out defensively a few times with us just having that back three, but I am hopeful that we can be a lot more creative, especially with the quality that we have in midfielders. Dior with a great pass into Diamande, and the strike was a bit of a strange one, really. I mean, Loretz had to check himself, and he did well to make the save. And Diamande here will take the resulting corner, swings it in toward that far post, and the keeper comfortably claiming that one. And it remains 0-0. But again, a little bit of positivity there, and gives us something to build on. Basel having the majority of possession at the moment. Guaya here into Santa Maria, chance to get the strike away, and he just had the ball nicked away from him. But Rawdon managing to pick it up, plays it inside to Vargas, and it's a poor pass. Maya doing well to intercept. Diordo into Montano, plays it across, and there is Mohamed Diamande, and there is the first goal of the tie. It's gone in our favour. It was well worked in the end, despite a little bit of scrappiness here and there. But I think we've got a lot of quality in our midfield, and it makes sense to make use of it. I did want to go two up front, but obviously Vasquez's injury has forced the hand a little bit. So we've stuck with the one striker, and things seem to be working quite well so far. Um, Very even game overall, judged by the stats, but we are getting the majority of the highlights and the chances. Schmid here into Gemalaya. Vargas doing well to intercept, picks it up into Montano, plays it in, and Labe was there. He couldn't quite get his head onto it, and Schmid now picks it up and tries to knock it away. probably had, I mean, he had plenty of space to run into there, but he just couldn't quite find his way through. Rawdon doing well with that header, couldn't quite get the control on it. And this is where we might get caught out wide. Here's Hodo. Switches the play for Sau. Good, strong touch from him. Dior does well to pick it up. Finds Labe. Schmid wins it from him, and Dubersin with the strike, and Phillips has not covered himself in glory there. It wasn't particularly brilliant goalkeeping, and that goal will stand. It's 1-1, and bit of an error at the back. And I'm still umming and ahhing about Phillips as well. He's a very good goalkeeper. But he has made a few mistakes at the start of the season. Diamande hit looking for Santa Maria. Sau manages to clear, and Dubersin now potentially with a breakaway opportunity for Basel. Still going down this left-hand side, Dubersin. Diamande doing well to track back. Here's Sau charging through the midfield. I mean, Sau's just gone all the way through there. I mean, Phillips doing really well to make that save, but that was shocking play from our midfield. We just didn't get a challenge in. And Basel just starting to take a little bit more control. It's not what we need here, obviously. Vargas chasing that one out, nothing comes of it. But again, overall, it's a very even game. Possession-wise is in Basel's favour, but in terms of number of chances, we've just edged it. So we're certainly holding our own. Hopefully, we can find a way to continue our good little run of form that we found ourselves on. Again, number of shots on target and chances created, we're doing very, very well, but we're not quite controlling the game as well as we know that we can. Here is Dubersin. Swings it in toward the near post, and it's bundling about in the penalty area. It's ended up in the back of the net, but Simos did handball, so we have gotten away with one there. Here is Labe swinging it in toward that far post. Rawdon is there, and that's a great save from Loretz. Rawdon did really well with that header, but Loretz making a very, very good save. Dior is just struggling fitness-wise a little bit, so we are going to bring Dylan Levitt on for him, as that is swung in toward Morrison at the far post, and again, Loretz making a good claim. So the one change has now gone through. Dylan Levitt is on. A little bit more experience in that midfield. I'm not too sure whether it'll work out for us or not, but we'll have to wait and see. Diamande here into Morrison, just holding on to possession and lays it back into Boulay. And now Gay. Again, we've got the support up front when it comes to having players out wide, but we do get caught out defensively on occasion. Here is Rawdon into Boulay. Plays it across to Morrison again. And now Gueye has support ahead of him. Can he find Labe? Yes, he can. Labe with a chance to run down the line. Can he get it into the penalty area? Yes, he can. He swings it in. Loretz was there, though, again. He's done very, very well, the goalkeeper, to be fair. Here's Giga into Sau. And now Maya. Basel just starting to pick it up again. That's a good pass, and Dubersin could be in here. Tries to play over the top. Jamal Kamchi into Dubersin again. And the strike is poor. It remains 1-1 with 20 minutes to go. And again, we're just going to pause there. Santa Maria's been shocking up front. So we're going to get Dean Martin on for him. Jalali Labe is going to come off for Max Johnston. And Diamand is just struggling for fitness as well. So we'll get Brad Gunn on for him. So we do have an opportunity for another substitution, of course, as well. We do have the options in the squad. Hopefully, we can find a way. And Montano's the next man who is struggling, so we're going to take him off. And we're going to bring on Vusi Zwain, our left back. We're not actually properly training him to play in this role, but all his attributes do favour this kind of position. So I'm hoping he can become a very good utility player for us to play in a variety of positions. But we'll have to wait and see, as I mentioned before. Here's Johnston into Vargas, back to Johnston again. Now Levitt into Johnston. It's well worked. Johnston strikes. He's taking a deflection. It's off the post. And it's come out to Liam Morrison. Can he do anything with it? No, he can't, but he's picked it up again. And in the end, it's going to finish a goal apiece, and it's all to play for in the second leg. I'm not exactly displeased with that performance. I think we played very well, considering we had a little bit less possession than we're used to. And we can certainly take positives from that, despite the error that led to their goal. We'll come back for the second leg. We've got Aberdeen in the middle of it, so bear with me. We'll get through that one, come back for the home leg, and hopefully we can progress into the Champions League main stage. And what an achievement that would be at this stage here at Hibernian. Okay then, guys, here we go for the second leg against Basel. Unfortunately, we have lost in the league against Aberdeen. We lost by a goal to nil in a game that we really did lack control again. It is a little bit of a concern, but you know, there's not a lot we can do about it. We've got to push on and hope for the best. Um, Starting lineup: Phillips in goal, Rawdon, Boulay, and Morrison remain at the back with Vargas and Dior ahead of them. Levitt's coming into central midfield with Montano and Labe out wide. Diamande in behind Santa Maria. Little bit of a concern. I mean, two defeats out of the three league games that we've played. It's not ideal, and already we're falling very short on the pace of the likes of Celtic. So it could be a very long season for us. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Champions League would be a fantastic achievement if we can even make it into the main part of the competition. But of course, as I've mentioned many a time, the goal of this save is to win the domestic leagues. And for us to beat Celtic, we really do need full focus. And at the moment, we haven't got something like that. Vargas here into Dior. And now Santa Maria into Labe. Coming down this right-hand side. Chance to get it into the penalty area. He continues to beat his man. It's a good delivery in. And again, dominant goalkeeping from Lorette, as he did in the first leg. I don't know if it's to do with the the quality of our deliveries, but Lorette does certainly seem to have a number on the balls that we play into the penalty area at the moment. Here is Levitt just losing out to Meyer. Now Jamalia into Sau. Back to Giga. And now Schmidt coming down this left-hand side finds Dubasine. Still holding on to possession. Whips it across and Coons is there. And it's just over the crossbar. But a free header. And it's something that, from an attacking perspective, we don't really seem to get those kind of opportunities, but opposition do seem to keep finding these spaces. I don't know if it's down to the quality of our players. I mean, I think we've got a good enough team, but we do concede some very more relatively simple chances. We're going to have to be very, very careful here. And Basel, again, so far in terms of possession, dominant, but not really creating too many chances. And that's a good header there. And finally, we take all advantage of one of our set pieces. A great delivery into Damien Rawdon. Header in off the inside of the post. And we lead by 2-1 on aggregate and 1-0 on the night. It's a really good header. And one of the very few places that Lorette couldn't get to. So we've done very well there. Can we hold on to the lead? It was obviously the downside of the first leg, 4 minutes between the two goals. Here is Giga. Lays it back to the goalkeeper Lorette. And now Kumer. Just holding on to possession. I mean, there's plenty of options forward for Basel. He lays it back into Giga. And now Jamalia. Into Sau. They're just knocking the ball about at the back. It's not giving me much confidence, to be honest. They're being very comfortable in possession. We're not really putting them under any pressure. And come into Mazariku. Diamande finally decides enough's enough, and he gets in on the action. Plays it into the penalty area, and Santa Maria is there. It's a great bit of play from Diamande. A low cross into the penalty area, into the top corner from Santa Maria. 3-1 now. 2 goals in 2 minutes for us. And that is a huge advantage for us now at 2-0, 3-1 on aggregate, and with a half of the game, just over the half, of course, to play, a 2-goal advantage could prove vital. And 2 shots on target as well, both of which converted, as you can see. Not bad at all. Can we keep it going? This is the question. We need to maintain what we're doing defensively and just try and get a little bit more control in the game. The fact that they've had more possession again is a bit of a concern. We are lacking a little bit of that control, as I mentioned. Mazriku into Maya. Back into Mazriku. Now Comer. Into Simos. Just holding on to it in the centre. Giga back into Simos again. I think because we've packed out the midfield, we do certainly seem to have an element of control in the centre of the park, but obviously when it goes out wide, like it could do now. In fact, Maya's played it straight down the middle, and Dubasine with a shocking finish. He's got to be hitting the target there. And it remains 2-0. Half an hour to go. We've got some very tired legs out there. And unfortunately, I think this is going to be a factor throughout the season. Gueye and Summers are going to come on in that midfield. Johnston is going to come on the right-hand side. We'll get Zwain on the left-hand side. and we'll save the last. Well, to be fair, Morrison's struggling as well, so we'll bring him off for Stephen Welsh, and hopefully we can just see this game out. It's not ideal having to make all the substitutions at once, um, especially with one or two of them being slightly inexperienced, especially at this level. And Johnston, I mean, it was a poor pass that from Welsh. Johnston didn't really look like getting any control of that. And Jamalia into Coons, and Coons has made a good save there from Phillips, and he maintains our 2-goal advantage on the night and on aggregate, of course, as well. Dubasine here with the resulting corner, chance to play it into the penalty area. In it comes, good headed clearance. It's come for Sau though. He controls it, tries to fire it in. It's a good block in the end, and it's out for another corner. The highlight does continue as well. Sau here with the set piece, swings it into that near post. Giga is there. It's well headed clear again. Mazrico into Dubasine again. We managed to get in the way, and now Gueye into Summers, who's the furthest forward. He's not seen too much game time so far this season, Summers, but I do still really rate him. I think he will become a very good player. We just need to try and get him some game time, but at the moment, every game is extremely important, and we can't afford to take too many risks. Possession-wise, again, Basel's still completely dominant, and they've had more attempts at goal, but we have managed to take our two big chances. It's relatively even, to be fair, but we'll certainly take it. That is for sure. Levitt into Welsh, plays it into Johnston, coming back and cutting inside. Bit of a strange bit of play from him. He's supposed to be playing as a winger, not as a right back here. And now Diamande, chance to play the pass, and Simo's just caught him out and coming out into South. Good interception from Rawdon. Diamande into Levitt. Can he find the pass? Yes, he can. It's Vusi Swain coming down this left-hand side. Gets the shot away and it's over the crossbar. Didn't really trouble the keeper at all. And it remains 2-0. We're into the last couple of minutes of added time. And the delivery is there from Diamande. It's a very strange corner. We always tend to go far post, but Max Johnston has made it 3, and that is the tie secured. That is a fantastic performance overall, really. I think we've done really well to get past Basel, to be honest. I mean, we did really well to get past SK Rapid as well, especially after that 2-goal deficit from the first leg. But that is a fantastic performance, and hopefully we can get a little bit of momentum from it as well. Obviously, where the league's concerned, we're going to have to really tighten things up and start to push on a bit. But from a European perspective, that is very, very good. Our fixtures have been revealed. Let's have a look and see who we're playing. Oh, that's not nice, is it? So we've got Manchester City, we've got Sporting Lisbon, Monaco, Inter Milan, Stuttgart, Slavia Prague, Arsenal, and Real San Sebastian. I'm looking at all of those fixtures and thinking Slavia Prague is our best chance at getting any kind of result. The rest of them, I think, will have to do some serious work to get any kind of results off them. It's going to be a very long Champions League campaign. I mean, we've already managed to get £12.5 million in the bank just for getting into the league phase anyway. So from a financial perspective, we're looking very good anyway. Going ahead, obviously, schedule-wise, the Champions League kicks off in September. In terms of transfers, I'm not really planning on doing much else. We've not had interest in anyone to come in, really, at the moment. One or two players may leave, but other than that, nothing too much is planned. So we'll probably get a few games under our belts. We probably won't see the first couple of Champions League games against the likes of City and Sporting Lisbon. Probably come back around the end of September. We'll have the Viaplay Cup quarter-final against Dundee and the Edinburgh Derby against Hearts. And then after that, we'll probably push on again a little bit and maybe get Celtic in again with Inter Milan. That could be a very bad episode for us if we do it that way. But we will see how things go. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It's all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.